Hey guys, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. If you're new here, I'm Chelsea and I just go along throughout the week and I show you what we have for dinner each night. Sometimes it's a real quick snippet and sometimes I show you more detailed on how to cook it. If it's a really long recipe, I will have a separate recipe. I always say recipe. I will have a long recipe vlog for you guys, and I will always pop up cards if I have a long recipe vlog for that. I always want to say recipe. Anyway, it's just 12:58 right now, so we just had lunch, but we are going to do chili tonight for dinner. So I'm getting some beans in the Instant Pot, and I technically could wait, but I'm just going to go ahead and get them going while I'm here and have free time and I'm thinking about it. I'm going to do Great Northern beans because that's what I had. I would have liked to have black beans or something, but that's fine. So I'm using dried beans. Show ya, I have a pound of beans here. I did rinse these off and just kind of went through and checked, you know, make sure there was just beans in there. And then I have 8 cups of water, so I'm going to get them in my Instant Pot. High pressure it for 35 minutes, let it naturally release for 20 minutes, and then do a quick pressure. Natalie wants to help me. Don't you, Natalie? Watch out. Nope, I'm moving this over. Okay, go ahead, Natalie. You can pour the beans in.
I feel weird.
Do they? And just dump them on in there. Yep. Now you just dump the water in.
It's a lot of water.
It's 8 cups. You can see our lunch. We just got done having lunch. You can see remainders of it here. Alright, go ahead. Can you get it?
Hopefully I don't pour it everywhere.
Well, that would be silly. Woo! In goes the water. Alright. Look there. That's that. We will season them up here in a little bit. So for right now, we're just going to put our lid on, make sure it's set to sealing, and get it going. Now, my meat I already have prepped up from when I cooked a big 5-pound thing of ground beef, like last week I think it was. If you don't have your meat prepped up, you can saute in the Instant Pot. Obviously not with the beans. You'd have to do that first and then switch and make the beans, or if you have 2 Instant Pots. Or you could obviously just brown your beef on the stove, simmer it with some onions. That would be good. I'm just gonna dump my meat. It's been in the freezer, but I put it out to thaw last night. I'm gonna dump it in here with my beans. I'm gonna leave the liquid from my beans in because I kind of like a juicy chili. And I'll just break it up. It's already cooked and browned and thawed, so this really won't take very much time. I'm gonna dump in 2 cans of this tomato sauce, and then I don't have pre-made chili seasoning. I'm gonna do some cumin and some garlic salt, and we'll go from there. I'll taste it and see what else. Now, what would be really yummy is if, like I said, you wanted to saute some onions and jalapenos. My meat is pretty well ground up. I'm gonna let the heat work its magic to help that the rest of the way. I'm gonna start getting my tomato sauce in here. It's tomato, yeah, sauce, not paste. You could use paste. You could use just diced tomatoes. I'm not a fan of tomatoes, so I don't use diced. I get these at Aldi. They're so cheap. I got a cabinet full of them. Pepper flakes just for a little bit of spice in there. Thank you. I'm also going to put in a little bit of hot sauce because we like a little bit of spice. Give it a stir. Now I'm going to put this on saute for about 5 minutes. Just to bring this up to a boil, to get my meat nice and warm so it can break up real easy in here because it's still kind of cold, and just to make the flavors kind of have to incorporate a little better. So I'm going to put it on saute, watch it, stir it a little bit, and then I'll put it on keep warm, put my lid on, and Who knows, it's chili. Other things might get added. Personally, like corn and chili. I like more types of beans, but no one else really likes corn in their chili. And the only other beans I have are baked beans. And that wouldn't be good. So, we'll see. It might just be this. I told you guys when I'm cooking chili, sometimes I just start dumping things in. So, I have put probably a cup, it was a handful of this sharp cheddar cheese into here. I have done most of this yellow bell pepper in here and a whole block of cream cheese. And it's just been on saute for almost 10 minutes now. Just getting everything melted and yummy. And it's looking pretty darn good, smelling pretty darn good. So I'm gonna let this just sit for a little bit. There are quicker, easier, faster, probably better ways to make chili in the Instant Pot. This is just kind of my throw together dinner for tonight, but I think we will enjoy it nonetheless. So I'll keep you updated. I will go to a chili update, let you know if I add anything else before it's time to eat. Alright you guys, this is turning into Cincinnati Chili. If you don't know what that is, it's where you serve chili on top of pasta. So what I did was I just dumped 2 boxes of this penne inside my Instant Pot and I pressure cooked for 2 minutes. We're gonna see what happens. It might be a total flop and then you guys can like laugh with me. It'll be fine, but we're gonna see. It might be great because I was just gonna cook it on the side, but I thought, hey, I'm just gonna cook it in there and see what happens. So this is our experiment we're doing together. Let's see what happens, y'all. Alright you guys, here's how our kind of makeshift Cincinnati chili went down tonight. I did end up, I added about 3 cups of chicken broth to this and then just let it sit and soak it up on keep warm. So it's kind of like a fancy hamburger helper, but we call it Cincinnati chili. You can use any kind of pasta you want. I'm gonna get this bowled up for everybody, and then for a side we still have some of that Asian chopped, we had Asian chopped salad for lunch, so people can have that. Or they can make a side. We have lots of romaine and spinach. So we're going to go have our Cincinnati chili and some salad. And call this a good dinner for Monday night. Alright you guys, for Tuesday's dinner we are having Taco Tuesday. This is taco meat that I prepped up in May in my crock pot. I did a whole bunch. I think we still have 1 left maybe in the freezer for another night. But yeah, beans are going here. I'm going to heat up tortillas there. These tortillas I'm going to heat up. We got some crunchy shells, just the ones from Aldi. I'm going to be doing mine on this protein wrap. You get 12 grams of protein and only 7 grams of carbs. On that, I'm going to be putting just some bell peppers and cheese and things like that. Make myself a little quesadilla. We got some lettuce and more bell peppers for whoever wants it. Hot sauce, sour cream, jalapenos. I'm going to add cheese. We got our chips there. So yeah, I'm just starting to kind of get things prepped up and ready. I put this out to thaw last night, so it's been a very easy dinner day. I'll show it to you when we get it all plated up. Alright guys, here are all the mini plates except for Aaron's. He's going to do his. Here's how my protein wrap one turned out. I threw in some lettuce in there as well, and then just some dipping sauces, so that's huge. This is going to be Violet's. She's going to try some peppers tonight. This is Aria's. She does not like tortillas. Natalie does not like meat, taco meat, so this is just a cheese quesadilla. She also does not like any of the dipping sauces, so this is her plate here. Liam likes his crunchy, some chips, and Lissa likes to eat hers in a bowl with lots of jalapenos. So I'm going to go serve these up, and this is dinner for Tuesday. Tonight for dinner we're going to be having chicken sandwiches and potato wedges. So right now I am just cutting up my potatoes to make the wedges. And I just baked these in my oven. I coated them with oil and seasonings. You'll see here in just a minute. Violet comes and helps me. Oh, and I am wearing my pajamas because we were doing a big cleaning day and I just stayed in those pajamas and cleaned and cleaned. So here we are just cutting them up. So I have my potatoes all cut up. Now Violet's going to help me. I've already dumped some oil on there. You could say poured. I don't know why I said dumped. Anyway, I have my oven preheating for 400 and we're going to do garlic salt and this vegetable seasoning that is herb and cheese. So Violet's going to help. Okay, we don't want too much, right? Because it's garlic salt. So just sprinkle all over the potatoes. Yeah, over all of them. There you go. Okay, next pan. Oh, that one didn't get it? Okay. Okay, baby, that's good. Let's do the next pan. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. you get to take your hands, you get to roll it all around. Try not to dump them off the sheet, but just kind of, yeah, so the oil and the seasoning is getting. Let me show you how?
Yeah. Actually, 9 o'clock.
Rub it all around. They're gonna take about 45 minutes probably. Okay. Okay, to make my fried chicken for our fried chicken sandwiches, I'm using 2 packs of these chicken breast tenderloins from Aldi's. I have eggs, flour, and I'm going to be also coating them in these Italian breadcrumbs just to give it a fun little Italian kick. And I realized I used the rest of my oil on my potatoes. It would not have been enough to fry them anyway, but I looked up alternatives and I think we got this. We will see how it turns out, and you know, if it works then we have a much healthier option anyway. So we're gonna get going on coating up this chicken and getting it into the pan. Shake up our chicken and breadcrumbs. Gonna coat our pan with some olive oil. Then we're gonna get our bread, or not our bread, our chicken going. Here we go. We'll see how this goes. Alright, here's how the chicken is looking. I sprinkled some extra breadcrumbs just all over the top. You can kind of see the ones I put in first and I've already flipped. Then I've added more. Obviously don't crowd them if you don't want to. I'm just crowding them in there. It's going to work. So it's kind of like an Italian breaded chicken. But we're just going to use these deli rolls. I got 2 packs of these for our chicken sandwiches here. I'll get out some cheese. And then I'm just heating up some green beans. And of course our potatoes that are in the oven. So yeah, I'll show you how it looks when we get it all out and ready. Whew, you guys, I feel like a hot mess express right here, but here's how our chicken turned out. Like I said, green beans. I pulled out some of the potato wedges. The other ones I'm going to pull out in just a second. These were the bottom rack ones. So this is how I'm doing mine. I just cut up some chicken on this cabbage salad with some honey ginger sauce and almonds, and then I'm going to go around and make all the kiddos plates. So here is Melissa's. She's got cheese, chicken, ketchup. Just gonna fold them over like this. Potato wedges, green beans, and ketchup for dipping. So most of the kids' plates will look just like this, and my husband's will look like this, but bigger. And this is dinner for Wednesday night. Alright you guys, tonight we're going to be having taco soup, and it is on accident. I put out meat to thaw last night. It was in the freezer. It was not labeled. It looked red. I thought it was a pork ragu, so that was my plan. I realized when I went to put it in my crock pot and kind of broke it up that it was taco meat. But that is what I had thawed, and so that is what we're going to do. But we just had tacos, as you saw, night before last, I think it was. 1 or 2 nights ago. So, I'm like, we'll switch it up, we'll do taco soup. So, this was already cooked ground beef. It was already cooked taco meat. It was already flavored that way. So, I just have it on low to warm it up for the last couple of hours. I thawed it overnight. I'm going to add in 2 cans of this tomato sauce. 1, or it might take 2. I pulled out 1 of this chicken broth to make the soup. This pepper jack cheese, because y'all, it's the day before grocery shopping. I'm all out of shredded cheese, so I'm going to shred it up myself, and I thought pepper jack would be good. And then I just have my noodles going, waiting for them to boil over here. And once these get boiled and cooked, I'll add them into my taco soup. So yeah, I'm just going to start dumping. You can probably hear kiddos playing. We've been cleaning and playing. So, if I can get this chicken broth open. I thought we just had tacos, but this is what's thawed, and I've had a busy day cleaning. So we're just going to try to make it work. I use chicken broth often in my taco soup. It doesn't make it taste real chickeny. It's not weird with the beef in there or anything. Alright you guys, so I left my noodles just a little al dente because I know they're going to sit in here. and that's just how we like them. But here, this is all done, and I decided I'm just gonna let people add peppers or jalapenos if they want to the top. Melissa shredded up a cube of pepper jack for us, or a block. So this is Violet's plate. It's just the taco soup, sour cream, and cheese. And I'm gonna go get out jalapenos and peppers because I know me and Lissa and Aaron will want some of that stuff. But yeah, this is dinner for Thursday night. Alright you guys, for dinner tonight we're going to be having stuffed potatoes. I'm using ground beef for that. And it's kind of a throw together dinner because I normally do my grocery shopping in the morning on Fridays, and today I could not. I'm going later this evening, so I had to work with what we had. So what I have going is I have, a few potatoes, I'm gonna say 8 I think, in my Instant Pot, and 2 sweet potatoes for me going in my Instant Pot. I just put them in there. I did 2 cups of water because I did so many potatoes. You put your steaming rack in, your water, your potatoes, and then you high pressure cook it for 12 to 15. I did 17 because I'm doing so many, and I've just learned from experience that with how many I do, I need to do 17 minutes. Okay, so for the ground beef, this was ground beef I had already cooked and it's been in my freezer, so I just defrosted it, put it in my crock pot this morning. I put in some Tuscan garlic, some garlic powder, some butter, and this onion mix. So that is what we're gonna stuff inside our potatoes when they are done. Alright you guys, so this is my plate. I did a sweet potato, and here's the ground beef mixture on top, and then I'm just gonna have a cold salad on the side with some, let's see, French style California dressing, and the rest of the potatoes are in here. Easiest way to do baked potatoes ever. So everyone else can fix up their plates, but I gotta head out, so I'm gonna stuff this in my face and leave. Alright you guys, so for Saturday night's dinner, we're going to be having turkey burgers, fries, and then when these get close to being done, I'm gonna cook up some kind of vegetable or a salad. I'll show you when I get there. But these are just from Aldi. I had bought them for a lunch and never used them. There are 12 patties, and I'm just going to cook all this up in my oven because we are working on some things outside. So I just want to get this in there and let it be cooking while I go outside with everyone else and get some work done. Alright, dinner is done. I ended up going ahead and cooking the burgers in the skillet because the things we were doing outside did not take too long. I just melted some cheese on top. I had cut up an onion and let it cook. So here's an example. This is my plate. I have 1.5 of the turkey burgers, onion, and lots of broccoli. And this is Melissa's plate. She's got a burger, broccoli, and french fries. This is dinner for Saturday night. Okay, for dinner on Sunday, we're going to be making stuffed shells with meatballs and some garlic knots. I'm going to be doing some kind of zucchini for my noodle. I haven't decided if I'm going to do zucchini boats or zoodles yet. We will see. So I just boiled these in water until they were almost done, and now I'm going to get my mixture going to fill them with. I'm going to do, they did not have ricotta, so I have cottage cheese, mozzarella, a couple of eggs in there, garlic salt back here. I need to get out my basil and oregano, and that's going to be the filling. And then I'm going to be making meatballs with this Italian sausage. Okay, I've got this one tray done. I had to add in another half of a container of cottage cheese and the rest of the other ingredients to make more filling because I have these noodles left over, and then I want some for my zucchini boats. Lissa is making meatballs and getting those going over there. Those are ginormous. That's okay. So yeah, we're almost there, ready to put in the oven soon. For my zucchini boats, I just took 2 zucchini and cut them in half and then kind of gutted the middle. I made this one a little shorter so it would fit. And then I am going to put down some of my seasonings on the actual zucchini, so that way they're very flavorful. Just going to kind of sprinkle them on there. So all the same seasonings I did for my filling, which was garlic salt, oregano, and basil. Get them all on there, and then I'll probably rub them in a little bit. And then we can get our filling inside. Then we can start topping everything with cheese and sauce. Hi, baby. Aria's hugging me. Yes, it's almost done. I'm just gonna fill these in like this, and this is something I'm just kind of winging. I didn't look up to see how to do it, so you guys, yes, it's gonna stay on there. You guys can experiment with me here. Some of you watching probably already know if this is gonna work out or not work out, but you can pretend to be surprised with me when it either does or doesn't, right? So get all those little pockets full, and I still have a little bit of mixture left. Goodness, that's okay. We don't want them too full. And then I'm just going to pour some sauce on, and I'm just gonna bake these with everything else that I bake. It's gonna take about 35 to 40 minutes. I don't like too much sauce, so that's how mine's gonna look. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle some mozzarella. I do like cheese, so that's gonna go all over. And now I'm gonna go do the same thing to my shells. I got them all filled up. I'm gonna pour sauce and cheese and get them in the oven. Oh mama, this smells good. So good. So these are the meatballs that Melissa made. Here is a little small dish of the shells because they wouldn't all fit in the large one. This is my zucchini bake. I'll show you what this looks like on my plate because you can't really see it. But oh my, it smells so good. And then our garlic knots are over here. I just did 6 because I'm not eating. But they smell so good. Well, I am eating. I'm just not eating this. So anyway, I will show you how some of this looks on a plate when I get it all plated up. Alright, here is the zucchini boat out of the pan. I just have one meatball for now. I'm not a huge meatball fan, but I want to try them. A salad, and I'm starting to make a kids plate. So here's how the kids plates are looking. I'm going to start them all off with a couple of shells and meatball, and they can come back and get more if they want. And I'm going to make my husband's plate, and we're going to dig in for this Sunday night. Alright you guys, so that is it for this week's What's for Dinner. I will see you next week with another What's for Dinner. If you have some favorite dinners that you want to leave down in the comments below, I would love to see what you guys have been cooking up lately. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye y'all!